Hi students, Mrs. Jarvis here. Today we're going to focus on order of operations. Order of operations begins by addressing your parentheses first. If you have a problem with parentheses, for example, this problem below, you're going to start by solving within the parentheses. The next step is the exponents. The exponents will be addressed next. So this exponent here and this exponent here will be addressed next. Then you have multiply or divide. Notice that it's or divide, multiply or divide from left to right. So if I were to have a multiplication sign over here with another number, I would have to address the division before the multiplication. And the reason for that is because these, you can think of them almost as twins. It's not that multiply always comes before divide or divide always comes before multiply. You simply solve multiply or divide from left to right, whichever one appears first in the problem as you read it from left to right. And last but not least, you have addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction, I like to think of them as twins as well. And that's because it's not that you always add before you subtract or that you always subtract before you add, but you're always going to follow them from left to right. So for example, I have subtraction here and I have addition here. I'm not going to add before I subtract. I'm going to subtract before I add. And the reason for that is because the subtraction comes before the addition when I look at it from left to right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and solve this problem. I'm going to start with my parentheses, which is step 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 squared is my next part because I've got exponents as my next step. 5 squared gives me 25. I've now cleared this, and I'm down to 25. I'm going to go ahead and bring down my addition sign, and I'm going to address this exponent as well. That's going to give me 4. Bring down my division, my 20, my minus, and my 80. It's very important that you bring everything down in order. If you readjust the order of anything, you're going to end up changing the problem. So make sure that you bring everything down in the order in which it was originally located. Okay, so my next step is going to be to multiply or divide. Now, I only have division here. I don't have any multiplication. So I'm going to go ahead and divide. 20 divided by 4 gives me 5. And I'm going to bring the rest of my problem down in the order in which I have originally had it. And since I'm done with this, sometimes it's helpful to just scratch through it so that you don't accidentally rewrite a number. So now I'm down to 80 minus 5 plus 25, and add and subtract, they're twins, so you solve them from left to right. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and 80 minus 5 is going to give me 75, and 75 plus 25 is going to give me 100. So my solution to this problem is 100. I hope this has been helpful, students, and remember, if you have any questions, please ask your teacher. Have a great afternoon.